Thought I was gonna do it. JKB back with another video review. Today on the show, I'm reviewing Dirt Rally for the PS4. Thank you to Codemasters for sending over the review copy. This is simply put the best rally car simulator this generation, and actually for the last 10 years, I don't remember the last time I played a rally car game that was this challenging and this rewarding. Let's get right into the review, and thank you for watching, because without you guys, I'd be living in a shoebox down by the river. Dirt Rally isn't just the nickname I gave my last date. It's also a rally car game featuring and focused on rallying in time-staged events across tarmac and off-road terrain in varying weather conditions. Not sure why I said that so strange, but I'm a weird person. The game features 39 vehicles in a variety of classes. You'll see cars from the 1960s all the way to the 2010 modern-day rally car. You'll race through 6 different rallies across 70 stages, and you'll also come up against everything from mud, dust, ice, and even, if you're a hardcore rally fan, the legendary hill climb of Pikes Peak. The way I'm going to do this review is just simply tell you what I'm in love with this game. The first thing I need to talk about is the co-driver and how important his call signs are. He's going to be yelling at you, and you're also going to have a visual representation of what he is saying on screen, which is very hard to look at, especially when you're trying to keep this car on the fucking road and not die. It's so important to go into the tutorials and understand what he is saying to you. It is just unbelievable. Once you get that marriage down and you understand what he is saying, it's second nature, and you'll never have to look at the screen again in terms of the call signs. You'll hear what he is saying and you'll understand what turn is coming up, and this shines in this game. It is truly an amazing experience once you nail down what he is saying. Now, the second thing I need to talk about is the car handling in this is so unbelievable. I went into this thinking it was a typical Need for Speed or GT type game, you know, and I thought this is how you go into the turns. You focus on the apex and you take on that apex and basically push your way through just like you do in every other car game. Well, no, I am so wrong about that. This is a simulation to the top degree. It is unbelievable how the physics play out in this, and if you do go into this thinking this is just another racing game, you're going to be sorely mistaken, and you'll be throwing your controller through a fucking wall, because it is the most frustrating technical rally car game I have ever played, and I say that in a nice way. The car handling is really focused on the weight of the car and where you put that weight. So I basically mean you have to understand how a car moves to play this game. That's how technical they got with it, and I give that a huge thumbs up. There's one thing I need to say at this point. If you are a casual racing fan and you love rally car games from back in the day, this might not be your cup of tea. And I have to say this because you make one single mistake in any of the races in this game, and it can knock you out of the whole event. Your car takes on damage that carries on through different rallies, and you have to make a decision at the end of the race. Do you want to cost your crew some time to repair it, or do you want to push through with a broken car? And I'm telling you, in night races, when you smash the front headlights out within 30 seconds of the race, it is frustrating. And this is where the whole difficulty and reward system comes into play. I'm not talking about getting rewards in the game. I'm talking about being able to say to your friends that you played the new Dirt Rally and you kicked ass at it. If you're able to do that in real life, I salute you, because this is one of the hardest rally car games, if not hardest racing car games I've ever played in my whole life. Another thing I'll bring up is how gorgeous this game looks on the PS4. From the scenery to the atmosphere effects to even the fucking dirt on the ground and the snowfall and the rain and the puddles and the actual courses. And I'm talking about the elevation and the different crests and the different bumps and the nooks, and all of this comes together to create one of the most beautiful rally car games I've ever seen. Now, I have to bring up Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon. Those guys understand that these are video games. And Codemasters on this side of the coin have decided to take out the American flavor and arcade style of the racing genre and put in a hardcore simulation, which is it's just fucking relentless. I can't tell you that enough. You're not going to get the Americanized UI with you know, women walking around in tank tops and screaming about let's go racing, and we're not going to hear, you know, electronic music. All you're getting in this game is, simply put, the best sim rally car game you could ever play. And some people might be a little disappointed with that because it doesn't have that style to it. But if you are just, simply put, a rally car racing fan, then this game is for you. The one issue I have with the game that I'm going to put on the con list is that it lacks a lot of content. There's not much here, and it is very bare bones. But in saying that, it is the best bare bones rally car game I've ever seen, and they could fix this with some free DLC. Now, there are a ton of courses, and you will get used to them, and that is one of the problems with the game, that as you play it over and over and over, you're not experiencing new tracks. And in rally car, that's kind of the point to it, to have your co-driver yelling out the next turn and you being surprised and having to react to that. But once you go through the courses in this game, you know it inside out. That's the kind of negative to it, but it's not really a negative. It's just something I had to put on the con list because it is bare bones, and you will not get too much replayability out of this game. If you are a hardcore rally fan, you will play it over and over and over and love it, but of course, you're going to hit that wall eventually of knowing every single turn on every single course, and if that's a negative to you, then it might be, and that's something I needed to bring up. But overall, this is the best rally car game I've ever played, period. I give it a 9 out of 10. Thank you once again to Codemasters for sending this over. I'll be playing the hell out of this. I'm a huge fan of car racing games, and it was just a joy to play this. This simulation is just one of the best. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the next episode. That's a horrible outro, but I haven't come up with, I got the intro. JKB, yeah, okay, great. You know how fucking annoying I am on camera? I realized that the other day. No wonder like people like watch one review and leave. I've made myself sad.